Beaksy is an easy-to-use cryptocurrency exchange. Get verified in minutes. Buy and sell popular cryptocurrencies on a safe, compliant, insured U.S. exchange. Enjoy everything you need in one place. A two-way ramp for major currencies, credit and debit card support, an industry-leading API, responsive customer support, and a 5-star mobile app. Love your primary cryptocurrency exchange? If not, make the switch to Beaksy today. Visit Beaksy by clicking the link in the description.
Hello and welcome to REKT Podcast. I am Bunchu alongside my esteemed colleague and co-host Crypto Chamber. Chamber, how you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good, man. You know, it's I don't even know what day it is today, honestly.
You texted me 20 minutes before the show and said, "Are we still good for 8?" And I said, "What's at 8?"
So yeah, we're both we're both pretty rudderless right now as far as grasp on space and time, I think.
Yeah.
But no, it's seems to be in the morning of maybe a midweek day.
Maybe.
Possibly. It's tough to say at this point. But no, it's good. You're obviously burning it at both ends, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm just like tired. I got too much going on and I'm not sleeping well and I'm just like trying to manage too many things and none of which are really my full-time job. So I'm just trying to, and I'm like, I just, it's a lot.
Well, speaking of full-time jobs, you want to hear some funny news? Is my work, my real job, thought I was so good at trading alts and being a crucial member of the cryptocurrency space. They allowed me to become a full-time member of the community.
Wow! What do you mean they allowed you? Like they said, hey, you can. You could take some more time from your full-time job to devote to crypto. Is that what they said?
I mean, not in so many words, but essentially they said, you know what? You don't have to work here anymore. It's good. You just focus on crypto and, making a stellar podcast and making quality trades. And we're just not going to pay you anymore. And then you just don't have to come to work anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. So more or less, unfortunately, I think I got fired, but in my mind, they just allowed me to become full-time crypto.
Yeah. I mean, I would say a crypto sabbatical. What you really got is a grant to do podcasts.
You know what? You're right. That's probably more realistic.
That's what you really got. You got the podcast grant that everybody wants to have so badly.
Yeah. So it's so I'm 100% full-time crypto now.
Wow.
I don't know
what is that? So what does that mean?
Literally, I think I was 100% full-time crypto anyways. Like, I haven't done any additional things as of yet. I think I'm only in, like, day 4 of this whole experiment. Alt season was kind of popping off a little bit during that time. So I'm like, all right, I guess I am full-time crypto. But, yeah, nothing, not too much doing. Just chilling out for the most part. Got some ice cream on Monday. That was the big highlight there. Yesterday. But
okay, I mean, how much does this differ from what your life was like previously? Because as far as I know, you were working from home pretty much exclusively.
Yeah.
So you just have a couple more free hours during the day. Is that basically
more or less? Yeah. Yeah,
so it's not like this devastating life change. Aside
Definitely
from the
not
fact
devastating.
That at some point your grant to podcast runs out.
Right. Yeah. At some point in the new year, I would have to imagine I'll probably have to look for some new employ. But yeah, for 2020 we're gonna coast out of 2020 pretty loosely.
I mean, I would imagine you're pretty. I would say hireable, right? Like desirable as a
candidate. In my mind, I am a top candidate for employment, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have been offered positions already.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've turned them down. Obviously because I want to focus full time on crypto.
In 4 days?
Actually, it was the first day. It was the first day.
So there you go. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, everything's coming up Millhouse.
Absolutely. Well, I tweeted most days I feel like Homer, but today I feel like Kurt.
And I said everything's going to be coming up Millhouse.
And you were fully correct there. But yeah, no, it's I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I might down the road looking maybe in my mind it's something completely different when I do start looking again, so maybe just completely different sector, but we'll see. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I won't have to ever get another corporate job again. I think that was the big thing, is whether or not I want to work for a corporate entity again. It does feel good not to be working.
That's exactly how I feel. So like maybe we'll just blow up by then.
Yeah, ideally, maybe a combination of all the other pies we have our fingers in. Maybe the podcast blows up. Maybe Bitcoin goes to 100.
Look, here's the thing: you only need just a couple of different streams that can make you a good 20-30K a year, and then you're good to go.
Absolutely.
Like that's it. So that's what I'm trying to do is get 2 or 3 maybe to make me 30K, maybe 3 or 4, and then I'm set for life. Like I don't need anything else.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
And then I can have the freedom. So that's why I say that I'm like burning out right now. It's because I'm putting all of the front loaded work into getting all of those things happening.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm running 3 different businesses, one co-running with you.
Yeah.
And a full-time job. Yeah.
You should really get fired. It does free up your day.
I should definitely get fired. I mean, I have been saying, I think I would have been fired at this point if I was back to having to travel full time. You know what I mean? Like I would be fired. And
I'm just saying I recommend you getting fired. Because it would free be up your great. Day.
So honestly, the only reason that I'm even actually really staying around to like care about this job that I do have is because I have a pregnant wife, and if I need insurance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so if you're self-employed, now all of a sudden you're paying for your own insurance, and that's very, very expensive. So, that's really the only reason. But other than that, not interested. Good thing this is an anonymous podcast.
That's right. I guess I don't have to be anonymous anymore. I was literally the only reason I was being anonymous was so my work didn't find out I was a juggernaut in the crypto community. But
right, sure, of course. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to work for anything corporate anymore. So we'll see. And I would say I'm towing the line of insubordination at my work right now. So that's awesome. They are very. I don't know. I've just past the point where I'm trying to appease anybody, they know I'm very upset with how things are happening, and so I've made it very known. So no, it's not going to be a surprise to anybody when I eventually decide I'm out. But already, so here you go. Already, they are telling us that we are having our 2020 national sales meeting, which happens in January virtually. So no travel, and so I won't be traveling until at least the end of January. And then what I'm also hearing is maybe not till the end of March of next year.
Ugh.
So,
Which
I
is
mean,
good.
for me, it's like, okay, well, I can not have to. I can work
You don't have to
remotely
go
and
anywhere, you don't
still
have to
do
drive
all
anywhere.
this stuff. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. Then the baby comes, and then you're just like, all right, now I'm out. See ya.
Right.
You know,
I don't know. Makes sense to me, man.
But anyway, all right, let's get to the news. What do we got, Chamber?
That's a fantastic question.
We got a lot of different news stories.
I'm gonna pull up something a little closer to home.
Yeah, I think this is the headliner, right?
Well, I was gonna say Canada. Is that the we're talking to?
Oh no, I was going the other one. I'll do the next. I'll do that.
Yeah, I thought
do
you
the
would.
Canada one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Canada one. You do the headliner.
Okay.
So this is just a warm up for the audience here. So this one,
Canada, America's warm up.
heat rises. The Ontario Securities Commission, that's Ontario, Canada, not Ontario, California, for those listening, has settled charges with CoinSquare and its executives after admitted to having engaged in wash trading. As a part of the settlement, CoinSquare CEO Cole Diamond.
Oh, wait, is that true? That's who he is?
Yeah, that's where Cole Diamond's from.
I forgot exactly where. Oh, good. We have Cole Diamond's altcoin update coming up soon.
He's coming back later on in the show.
Yeah.
So CEO of CoinSquare, Cole Diamond, and President Virgil Rawstand agreed to resign from. Oh no! I'm just reading this for the first time. Devastating news for Cole Diamond. So maybe he has. Maybe he has.
Oh
a spot
no,
open
he's
to be-
resigning.
Yeah, he can be our full-time weatherman now, going forward.
We should probably hit him up.
From their position and paid penalties of $1,900,000 respectively. So Cole's
Because
out
now
of pocket.
Cole Diamond's now been out unemployed for the same amount of time as you have. We can be the ones that offer him the employment that you just mentioned, and he can tell his friends, you know, I've already been offered something. You know?
What if I was actually Cole Diamond? What if that's?
Oh
what
my
if that's,
God.
Isn't it suspicious that we both resigned and out of work at the same time? It's
There's no such thing as coincidence, my friend.
you've never seen Chamber and Cole Diamond in the same place.
You have not. I can confirm. I've never seen either anywhere.
So Diamond and Rawstand have also been banned from acting as registrants and directors for 3 years, meaning they cannot influence the management of CoinSquare for that said period. CoinSquare's chief compliance officer, Felix Mazer, has also resigned from the position and voluntarily paid $50,000 to OSC. I wouldn't voluntarily pay $50,000. Mazer has also been banned from acting as a director or officer of a registrant for 1 year as well. Additionally, CoinSquare, Diamond, and Rawstand will pay a total of $300,000 towards the cost of OSC's investigation efforts, per the announcement. The regulator said CoinSquare admitted that it engaged in a market manipulation by reporting inflated trading volumes between 2018 and 2019. CoinSquare reported around 820 wash trades amounting to an estimated 590,000 bitcoins, currently worth about $5.5 billion. These trades had, quote, no economic substance, said the regulator. CoinSquare's wash trading practice came into light last month when Vice's publication Motherboard wrote a story on the matter after obtaining leaked emails, Slack messages, and other files. Earlier this month, the OSC charged CoinSquare and subsequently settled charges in a hearing on Tuesday. Founded in 2014, CoinSquare has raised 53 million Canadian dollars, which is roughly $40 million US, in funding to date from investors including Canaccord Genuity, I guess. What a weird name. And that's as per Crunchbase. So, CoinSquare, another mark on Canada's imperfect crypto record. we are not good at crypto. We are not a country
What would you say Canada is good at? Like, if you had to say, hey, we're not great at crypto. We may not be great at some other things. What is Canada good at?
I think we're pretty good at a lot of things. So I would say right off the top,
give me three.
Producing comedy.
Oh,
okay. And what I mean by that, I mean, you can look up and down. You look at like Saturday Night Live. It's been head by Lorne Michaels for, decades, Canadian. You look at some of the funniest comedic actors, in the last, 3 decades. You get your Jim Carreys, Mike Myers, so on and so forth. I think we do comedy very well.
Good. Very good one.
What else do we do well? Obviously, I think just in general, I think good folks. We have a reputation of being overly nice. I don't think we're overly nice. I think we're just regular nice. I think we're overly nice compared to maybe Americans. But a healthy amount of nicety. We make a wicked bad maple syrup. All
right. All right.
There's a couple of things for you.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. So
Canada,
we are not good. I think the one thing we are absolutely awful at is crypto, though.
Canada, bad at crypto, good at jokes.
Good at jokes. Yeah, absolutely. Just like Chamber.
All right. I've got our second news story here, and this is definitely the headline.
This is the news.
Of the week.
This is the real news.
So, as you know, Chamber, there was quite a ruckus on Twitter, I would say roughly almost a week ago. I don't know exactly what day it was, but in which many famous or blue check-marked verified accounts, as well as, some other just strong influential accounts, were hacked. And the hack was essentially the classic crypto hack. And,
it was pretty crazy.
It was pretty wild, but I mean, very evidently to us crypto folk, a scam, right?
I mean, yeah, they pulled a classic out, but it was a classic to us, so we were aware of it. But I think to the general public, maybe not as much.
Right. So here is this article. Coinbase says it halted more than $280,000 in Bitcoin transactions during the Twitter hack. So the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase said it stopped around 1,100 customers from sending Bitcoin to hackers who gained access to high-profile Twitter accounts last week. So it was last Wednesday, literally probably as soon as we got done with this podcast. Over 100 Twitter accounts, some belonging to major companies like Apple and high-profile people like Vice President Joe Biden and Bill Gates. I could just see, Joe Biden asking
what's
for
happening?
Bitcoin. Oh.
I'll pop you in the mouth.
Did you he like follow-up tweeted about Bitcoin after he's like
Biden
I don't he's like I don't own a Bitcoin and I don't even would ask for one.
The oldest man thing to say.
Were hacked as part of a massive coordinated Bitcoin scam. According to Twitter, the hackers were able to convince some of the company's employees to use internal systems and tools to access the accounts and help the hackers defraud users to sending them Bitcoin. So according to Forbes, Coinbase and other cryptocurrency exchanges were able to stop some customers from sending Bitcoin to the hackers by blacklisting the hacker's wallet address. Specifically, Coinbase says it prevented over 1,000 customers from sending around. Well, dude, what are people thinking though? Like, how is this supposed to work? Why would anybody do this?
Well, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but sometimes when you send 1 Bitcoin, you get 2 Bitcoins back.
So roughly 14 Coinbase users sent around $3,000 worth of Bitcoin to the scam's Bitcoin address before they moved to the blacklist. So, wow, if you were a Coinbase customer, I guess that is the beauty of custody, huh? Right? If
absolutely, that's
only $3,000 worth of Bitcoin came from Coinbase. That's crazy. So the quote here says, "We noticed the scam and began blocking transactions within a couple of minutes of the initial wave of scam posts," a Coinbase spokesperson told The Verge on Monday. Twitter accounts belonging to cryptocurrency exchanges, including Binance and Gemini, were also targeted during Wednesday's hack. Coinbase's chief information officer told Forbes on Sunday that it learned of the scam shortly after tweets were posted from fellow exchanges' accounts. That's a pretty good sign, right? If you're Coinbase. Yeah. As of Monday, Twitter is still investigating Wednesday's hack. On Friday, the company put out a blog post confirming that 130 accounts were targeted and the hackers were able to initiative what does that say? That is not the right word for this.
Sometimes they put the wrong words in the
it says the hackers were able to initiative a password reset. I think it meant to say initiate.
I think so.
Log into the account and send tweets for 45 of those accounts. Wow, so only 45 accounts, and that was a pretty big hack. Twitter also said that the hackers were able to download account data belonging to 8 unverified users, in which I think one of them is BitLord. Did you see that?
No.
I think BitLord was. I think he was part of the hack, unless he was trolling. You know what I mean?
I mean,
he could have been trolling because you never know with him. But the other thing, we were talking to, who was it, SoCal, and he said that he read that these Twitter employees were coerced to give up login stuff for like $2,000 is what they were.
Yeah, it was not much.
I wouldn't do that for $2,000.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. So, lots of interesting things going on there.
So, what do you think? You think it's you think it was bad for Bitcoin? You think it was good for Bitcoin?
Oh yeah,
I didn't realize the scope of it until later in the day myself.
It's definitely like bad for Bitcoin, no?
You know, you have all these huge, you know, the word Bitcoin is obviously now being used at a higher level than it was a week ago. You know what I mean? More people are aware of it. Not that they weren't before, but
yeah, but it's associated with scams again. Like
it was associated with scams back in 2017, and it's still crushed. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess. I don't know. I just mean, sure, maybe for a short-term pump, that's good. But for long-term longevity and viability and reputation, I don't think that is good.
It definitely hurts the rep.
Yeah.
But it was wild to see, like, you know, normie accounts shilling crypto scams.
I'm gonna go again with a piece of news here that you know, some might not call news, but we're calling it news, and it is not on our list of approved news articles for the day. But so I'm throwing you a curveball.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you saw this, but we have something to maybe celebrate today.
All right.
In a tweet one day ago from Barstool Sports, who we sometimes talk about
yes,
here,
we do.
Which has 2.4 million followers, Barstool Sports does. They put out a tweet yesterday at 3:11 p.m. Ranking the top 10 worst Twitters.
I saw this.
And so let's go down the list of. Do you
want to forego the last two news stories? They're not that fun. Do you want to focus on this instead?
Yeah, I mean, I think, and then we'll do our draft. Better. I mean, this is definitely better. I just thought of it during our last segment or the last news story. So,
for the record, folks, the ones who are waiting on bated breath for the remainder of the news articles, one was about BlockFi eyeing a $50 million Series C, and the other one was South Korea's looking to implement a 20% tax on crypto gains. So you're all caught up now.
Perfect. Let's get to the top 10 worst Twitters. So, number 10 on this list, Kirk Minihane fan Twitters.
I don't know who that is. I read that, and I don't know who that is.
Well, let's look him up.
Kurt? What's his name?
Kirk Minihane. I think he's a sports writer, or...
He has his own Twitter? Minahane.
What's that?
He has his own Twitter, like his own Twitter category.
I guess there's a lot of fans.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I think he's like a maybe an enemy to Barstool.
Barstool, and I think he's he. So that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Next, hashtag COVID-19 Twitter.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah. No, I agree. That's annoying.
I mean, both sides of it are annoying, right?
Right. The nons and the people that are going overboard one in both direction. I think are both very annoying.
Number 8, Disney Twitter.
Do you follow Fudge? I think he's a Barstool guy too.
Oh, I was looking. I saw you like tweet back at him. I think last week.
I forget his name now. I can't give him a proper shout out. I think he worked for Barstool, if he still does. But he is, adamantly against
Adult Disney.
Adult Disney, which I think is amazing.
I know many people that are very pro Disney as adults, and it's fine. But some of them,
I never had an opinion on it.
Obsessed, yeah.
Right, I've never had an opinion on it before, but I'm definitely being swayed in that direction of not liking them.
Number 7 here, Taylor Swift Twitter, or quote unquote Swifties.
Swifties. Yeah, I could see that being annoying. I mean, that's probably a niche that's pretty big for the people that like Taylor Swift. I will say this about Taylor Swift. I don't necessarily listen to her music, but every time I'm in public and they have like the generic, top 40 music playing, and I hear like a good song that I don't know, it's 9 out of 10 times it's probably a Taylor Swift song. So
for sure.
I'll be like, oh, who sings this? I'm like, oh yeah, Taylor Swift. I'm like, oh, it's all right. It's all right. So it's fine. She does okay.
What was I on?
That was 6, I think you did. Taylor Swift.
Number 7 was Taylor Swift. Oh. Number 6 is cycling Twitter.
like bullhorn cycling. Like when I think of cycling, I don't think of mountain bikes. I think of like road bikes. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. However, I just looked up hashtag cycling just to see if I could get a small sample size. And the first tweet is a picture of a guy with a bike. And I don't know if this is meant to be ironic or not, but he's got a bike. He's standing by a lake, and his bike has a basket on it.
Okay.
And the kickstand is up, and it says, "Don't know if it's illegal to be handsome and ride a bike at the same time, but whatever. Hashtag cycling before it was cool."
Wow. I feel like that's that's somebody being genuine. I don't think that's a joke.
I tend to agree here.
I already don't like it. So yeah.
And then there's just a lot of people posting pictures of themselves that are like just like really bad selfies, or pictures of them on the bike with hashtag cycling. If you see bikers on the road, drivers, please slow down. We're trying to get exercise, and legally drivers have to share the road with bicycles. My route is blank to blank, from an old sport who is trying to promote active living through hashtag cycling. Yeah, that guy can F.
Yeah, right. I'm going to go on the record here and saying no, cars do not have to share the roads with cyclists.
Oh, good. I got to tell you, that is one of my biggest pet peeves from when I lived in the city. I hated bikers. I hated them.
Yeah.
23-mile bike ride to enjoy the hot, sunny summer day. Hashtag cycling.
Ugh. I hope you get hit by a car. Not die, but just hit by a car so your bike's destroyed and you can't bike anymore.
Dear bike shop, that gear shift really is busted, so I regrouped and went for a run. Hashtag cycling. Okay, I think this deserves to be higher on
Yeah, you know what, Barstool? Thanks for pointing out cycling Twitter, because fuck them.
All right. Number 5, just straight up Darren Rovell. I would say definitely.
Do you know who that is?
Oh yeah, and I would agree.
But
Darren Rovell sucks.
Did he play for the?
No, Darren Rovell is like I don't know if you.
Did he play for the Hawks?
No, he's a journalist or slash.
There's a picture of him with like an Atlanta
I don't
Hawks
even know
jersey
what you
on.
would call him. Business person into sports. I don't really know how you would describe him, but he's very annoying. Business of sports betting, sports business reporter, and senior executive producer for Action Network. And before he was part of the Action Network, he was just very annoying to begin with. But yeah, he's the worst.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, Darren Ravel's the worst. Number 4, Bitcoin Twitter. We come in at the number 4 spot.
Looks like we made it.
Please insert a ruckus round of applause here for us. We come in at number 4 on the top 10 worst Twitters. What are your thoughts on this? 4 is pretty high on the list.
Well, I think recently we've had a pretty, obviously, do you count the hack as Bitcoin Twitter?
Oh, for sure. Anything having to do with Bitcoin.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. So there's that. There's...
I would say all of crypto Twitter in this sense is Bitcoin Twitter.
Right. So there's the hack. There's what we did to J.K. Rowling's not that long ago. There's what we've done. I think we've done something to El Presidente too at Barstool.
Well, I think with them, we just annoy him to start trading Bitcoin because
we're an annoying people. That's what it comes down to.
I think we deserve to probably be higher on this list.
I love the fact that we're on the list, though. That being said,
Bitcoin Twitter coming in at number 4. So a reason to celebrate today. We have made a top 10 list. Number 3, I don't know where I think you fall on this. LeBron stan Twitter.
So I'm not a LeBron stan. I know LeBron. I'm adjacent to that world, so I see it all the time. I hate more like Michael Jordan stans. If I'm being 100% honest, that's more annoying to me.
We know.
That's way more annoying to me. To me, I mean, you can be. It's the people. You know what I don't like? It's the people that go team to team with LeBron. So
that's a LeBron stan.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think you should stick with a team. If you lose your superstar, you just deal with what you have left. I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Lakers stan. I've gone through great years. I've gone through absolute trash years, and that's part of the fun of being a fan of a team, right? So I'm a fan of LeBron now that he's a Laker. I was not a fan of him prior to him being a Laker. There's some people that come to the Lakers that
I feel like you would agree with this because
I agree.
If you've got all of a sudden Cavs fans in your Lakers,
100%, and I do, and Miami fans for some reason, like fuck off, like
and then I feel like you would agree with
I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
All right, number 2, Vols Twitter.
What's
VOLS? That's definitely referring to the Tennessee Volunteers and their fans.
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't know if they're the worst, but I could probably. They're like one of those teams that used to be good that still thinks that they're like a top contender and
like
should
Notre
always
Dame.
be in the, kind of like Notre Dame. Yes, right. Exactly. Except
I know some things. I know some things about college stuff.
Yes, except they're in the SEC, so like they think they're a big dog and they get
right. And SEC is like your Alabamas and stuff like that.
Right, exactly.
Right. Okay.
And then the number 1 worst Twitter according to this list, I would probably have to agree. Blue checkmark Twitter, #verified Twitter.
Verified Twitter is the worst Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, they're just a bunch of soapboxing douchebags.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So, just again, number 1, blue checkmark Twitter. Number 2, Vols Twitter. Number 3, LeBron stan Twitter. Number 4, Bitcoin Twitter. Number 5, Darren Ravel, just period. Cycling Twitter, I think, is definitely the most apt one on here.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, number 7. Disney Twitter, number 8. COVID-19 Twitter, number 9. And Kirk Minihane fan Twitter.
Hey, bro.
The thing on the bottom says, the fine print says...
I had a monster come visit me for a second.
Oh. The social metric, or the fine print here says social metrics via the Academy of Institutional Negative Technology, and then in parentheses, taint. Oh, boy.
I think we're the only ones that would be excited to be on that list. What do you think
Oh,
about that?
yeah, I think so. And I think we were excited when it came out yesterday. People were retweeting this all over the place.
I think Bitcoin Twitter is the only one that's proud on this list.
Probably. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Rightfully
but
so.
we are very annoying. Like,
Oh, yeah, no doubt. There's no doubt
extremely
about that.
annoying.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. So I like it. That's a great list. Thank you, Barstool Sports, for putting that out. And thank you, Bunchu, for remembering to talk about it today.
There you go. Now we are going to a quick draft, and then we're going to wrap this bad boy up. Chamber, what are we drafting?
I think we're going to draft. We were talking about the other day. I think it's been beautiful. We've had beautiful weather all across North America lately. So I think we should do some summertime activities. Does that sound about right to you?
Yeah, and then we're going to put the poll out, and you're going to vote who drafted better.
Wow. I'm just going to put your name on it.
That's my favorite thing is whooping your ass in these. I'm scared to kind of gloat about it because
I'm really gonna try this time.
I don't want the tide to turn on me that people just vote against me just to vote against me because I beat you every time. I want the results to be,
No, you're the darling of crypto Twitter, of Bitcoin Twitter.
I tweet once a year.
That's why you're the darling.
I legitimately do not tweet ever. I retweet our show. I make fun of you in your replies, and that's pretty much it.
That's how you gain favor in the Bitcoin Twitter sphere.
That's it. So, all right, I'm gonna give you the first pick here.
So, I'm gonna go summertime activities. I'm gonna go with something I think that everybody's gonna love. I'm really gonna try and beat you this time. Okay. Not that I don't try. I don't. It's not like I don't try to beat you every time.
I don't think you ever don't
right.
try. But I think sometimes your problem is you go too based on maybe your own
preference,
or the niche that you live in.
Yes,
and
that is true.
more of the broad audience vote.
Yes. So I'm gonna go.
I'm going for votes. You're going for gasps.
That's gasps. So I'm gonna go with my first pick. I'm gonna go with barbecues. So like family barbecues.
Oh wow. Okay. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like get together barbecues, not just barbecue and dinner. A full group barbecue.
Right. You're talking like cookout style.
Cookout style, exactly.
Right.
Somebody's bringing their shitty potatoes.
You got Chamber with $1,500 worth of fireworks.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a very good one. I don't think anyone can deny
the good time of a barbecue. Right.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going. Let's see. Tough. Good start for you. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with. Going to either, I think I'm just going to go with, I don't know if this can encompass both, so you would have to be the judge here. I would say hanging at the beach/pool. Would that?
Ooh, yeah.
Can I encompass both?
Can we call it water sports?
Well, I think that's something different. But
no, yeah, I see.
Beach/pool, like that is one thing, right? Because some people aren't by a beach, some people have the pool, like
totally.
But the idea is the same.
We'll say beachside, poolside.
Yes.
All right, that seems fine. So beach/pool. Okay, I like it. That is a good one. I mean, you can't complain there. I think I'm gonna go with. I don't know. I'm gonna go with like it's a little pervy, but I like tan skin. You know what I mean? Like I like tanning myself, but I like when I have
I'm pretty tan right now. It's probably the
sun-kissed
tannest
skin.
I've been in years.
but I like looking at ladies that have, like a nice tan going on. Is that an activity?
I'm not really sure how we'll classify that in the poll, but okay,
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Tan gazing?
Tan gazing. Okay, let's call it that.
Yeah, I like tan gazing. That can only happen in the summer.
I would say you would probably have to classify it as hashtag or like tanning/tan gazing, so people might know what you mean. You know what I mean?
Sorry, tanning/what?
Tan gazing.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Yeah.
If you just put tan gazing, nobody's gonna know what the hell you're talking about. Unless they listen to the show, but
That's
we know that most of the people that vote on these probably have not listened to these.
No, 100. Yeah, no, that's definitely the case.
Okay, I'm going with golfing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going with golfing. It's you can do it outside of the summer, but like, summertime, you can golf anytime, anywhere. You can golf you can make a 5 o'clock tee time and be out
true.
till 9 o'clock. Like, I'm going golfing.
I haven't golfed this year yet.
I've golfed 3 times already.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I got some free time, though. I think I'm going to get really...
Yeah, you're going to have to get a
I'm gonna pick
couple
it up.
rounds in.
I'm going to pick it up significantly there in the next couple of weeks. Okay, you got beach, pool, and golfing. I got barbecues and creeping out chicks. I'm going to say, you know what? Mowing my lawn.
You're going to lose.
I know I'm going to lose again, but I do like mowing my lawn. Mowing the lawn and a nice summer, trim on the lawn is, I really enjoy it.
All right. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to infringe upon your cookout, so you can make the ruling if not. But I'm going to go with a good bonfire.
No, I think we'll allow that. I think that
because they can happen at a cookout, but it's not.
And they
quite
don't
the same
necessarily
thing.
need a cookout for it to happen.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to go with bonfire.
Okay, I like it.
You can roast the s'mores. You can, do whatever you want. You're just hanging out, drinking some beer, maybe, listening to some music with some friends. A good bonfire.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go. You had mentioned it as part of the barbecue.
So are we going 4? I guess?
We'll go one more. We'll go one more each. So, you had mentioned it as part of the barbecue. I see it as a separate thing from the barbecue, but I'm going with fireworks.
Okay.
Fireworks.
I think definitely separate from the or the cookout. Yeah.
Right.
So, okay. Fireworks. So my last one, I wasn't prepared for 4.
Okay. Ooh, I put you on the spot here.
So let's see. Summertime activities. Oh, okay. Here you go. I'm gonna go with. Now, I don't think this is going to infringe on your cookout because it's different, so we're going to have to classify it as differently. But I'm going to say dining outdoors at restaurants. So maybe
see.
not a 2020 thing, but so it's not a cookout, but I'm dining outdoors.
Patios.
Yes, either patio seating or, anything like that.
Okay, outdoor dining.
Yes, outdoor dining.
I like
Outdoor restaurant dining.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are my 4.
I like it.
The other one I was thinking about going with, but you could do this during outdoor dining, is day drinking.
Oh. I mean, I do that in the winter, so it's tough to say.
But it's like the summer feels like day drinking.
Well, it doesn't feel, you don't feel guilty about it in the summer.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I don't know why. That would have been my honorable mention, is day drinking.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And I mean, I think you can do that on all of your categories here. You can do it at the beach. You can do it while golfing. I mean, you're not gonna have a bonfire during the day, but you're definitely drinking.
I'm pretty sure I day drink during all of my activities.
Yeah, so all in the spirit of day drinking.
Yep. Anyway,
I love it. I think that's good.
Run us down with what we got.
Okay, I have barbecues, tanning and looking at people that are tanned, mowing my lawn, and fireworks. And you have poolside or going to the beach, golfing, bonfires, and outdoor dining at a restaurant / patio.
Yep. I mean, we'll see what happens, but
I think you
got a fighting chance. But
we say this
know.
every time, but
sometimes I say it just to make you feel good.
I really appreciate that.
Like sometimes I know I'm gonna kick it. Sometimes, and it's like sometimes it's just one tiny mistake that you make, and that throws off your whole choice.
Like mowing the lawn?
Yeah, like that could be it. I mean, some people probably really enjoy mowing their lawn, but some people are like, are you fucking kidding me? That's a chore. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Not mowing your dad's lawn, mowing your lawn. That's a difference.
You may also have some non-homeowners out there.
That's true.
Not something everybody does. So I don't know. We'll see. But Godspeed to you.
I appreciate it.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for us. Anything else that we need to get out of the way before we get rolling?
No, I don't think so.
Cool. Well, that is it. We will be back next week. We're trying to plan some interviews. We got a couple of guests in the hopper, right? Potentially.
We do have a couple of guests in the house.
So we might be back with a couple 2 per weeks coming up in the next couple weeks. But if not, we will be back next week, and check us out everywhere that you usually do: iTunes, Spotify, CoinHQ.tv, at CoinHQ, or at CoinHQ_. Is that what we are? I forget.
At CoinHQ_, correct.
Yep. And that's going to do it. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, Beaksy. They are doing big things, as you heard at the top of the show. But check them out, as always. And that's going to do it for us. Until next time, don't get wrecked. And that is financial advice.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening. You can help support us by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and become a REKT patron by signing up for a monthly tier on patreon.com. That's patreon.com/REKT podcast. Don't get wrecked.